Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today let us discuss some questions from Tata Institute of Fundamental Research Biology PhD Life Sciences examination paper from General Ability part. Let us discuss this question first. This question was mentioned in GS 2018. So they are saying, given is, if the radius and height of a cone both are increased by 100%, then its volume is increased by, so we have to choose by these options. So in these kind of questions, we do not need to know any formula. We can do it simply using a simple logic, like let us suppose initial volume is without increase. Initial volume without increase is 100. Fine. So we are increasing it by 100% twice. In the form of height, once in the form of height and second time in the form of radius. So let us consider 100% increase in height first. So it is 100% increase. So we will calculate it like this: 100 into 100 by 100. Because it is percent, so we will have to divide it by 100. So the final answer is 100. That means when we increase height by 100%, then volume will be increased by 100. That means it will become twice. So now final volume when we are considering height, increase in height, 100% increase in height is, so final will be, we will have to add the increase in the initial volume. So it is 100 plus 100. So it is 200. Now we will consider radius. So now initial volume will, like the volume on which we will calculate in 100% increase in radius will be 200, not 100, because we will have to add for height. So let us do for radius. So 200, and increase is 100% in radius as well. So it will be like 100 by 100. So now after 100% increase in radius, now the volume has increased by 200. Now we will add this value in this one in order to get to know the final resultant volume. So final volume will be after considering 100% increase in both radius and volume will be 200 plus 200. So it is 400. But 400 is not the answer, because they are asking us that its volume is increased by how much. So we will subtract the initial volume from the final one, because we want to know the increase. So increase in volume will be 400 minus 100, 300. And 300 is 300% increase when the initial volume is 100. So our final answer will be 300%. So in the benefit of doing questions like this by this method is that we do not have to remember any formula or anything. We can simply calculate it based on the initial volume, then we can keep on adding the resultant value. Like, it's not only the case of increase. If we are doing a decrease, then also this formula, this method can be used. Let me tell you how. Like, if we are given that the volume is 100, and they are asking us, we are reducing the height by 10%. Then what will be the resultant? Reducing height by 10%. Then in this case also we can use the same method. So a decrease will be calculated like this. 100 into 10%, which will be 100 into 10 by 100. So decrease is 10. So in this case, final volume, now because this is a decrease, not an increase. So the final volume here will be 100 minus 10, which is equal to 9. So that's how we can solve these questions. And in case they are saying that they are decreasing the radius as well by 10% in the same question. So we have already calculated calculated a decrease in height. Now if in the same question we are decreasing radius also by 10%, then we will do the same method. Now we will calculate based on 90, because after reduction of 10% height, now the volume has decreased to 90. So if there is a decrease of 10% in radius as well, we will do the same thing, but now we will take the volume as 90 like we did in the previous case. So 10% will be 90 into 10 by 100. So it is 9. So in this case now the final volume will be we will take this volume now, 90 minus 9, which is 81. So the final, after a decrease of 10% in height and radius as well, finally we got the volume 81. Now if we want to know the resultant, the overall decrease, then what we will see? We will see the initial value. So it is 100 minus 81. So the answer will be 19. So there is a decrease of 19% altogether. So the benefit of doing this is that we do not need to remember any formula for it. We can use simple percentage method to do it, and we can keep on subtracting the resultant value again and again in order to find out the final answer. So this was one of the simple question which was asked in GS 2018 TIFR biology paper. And another question in the same question paper was this. The average, we needed to find out the average of these 4 entities. So there is a simple formula for calculating average, like the sum of data values upon number of data values. So data values, number of data values is like 1, 2, 3 and 4. And we will find out this, we will sum up these values. And average is also given, which is 29. So average is 29 and sum of all the values will be x plus 2x plus 5 plus x plus 6 plus 45 upon 4. So we will do a total of all these values. It will be x plus 2x plus x will be 4x plus 5 plus 6, 45 plus 11 will be 56. 56 by 4. Right? And next will be 4x plus 56 is 29 into 4. It is 116. 4x plus 56. So 4x is 116 minus 56, which will be 60. So x will be, the final value of x will be, it will be 15. So the correct answer is option A. So this was one of the questions. One of the questions in general ability part was this. A goat consumes 2 kg of grass per day and a cow consumes 4 kg of grass per day. 2 pairs of goats and 1 pair of cattle are released in a sanctuary. So two pairs of goats means 2 pairs means 4 goats. And 1 pair of cattle means 2 cattle. Also, they have given that a goat consumes 2 kg of grass per day. So, 1 goat consumes how much? 2 kg. Then 4 goats will consume how much? 2 into 4 is equal to 8 kg per day. Right? Now they have also given that 1 cow consumes 4 kg of grass per day. That means this is cow. Cow or cattle is same thing as such. So 2 cows. So 1 cow consumes how much? 4 kg. Then 2 cows will consume how much? 4 into 2 is equal to 8 kg per day. This is the amount of grass that they consume. Also, in the sanctuary where they have been released, the total biomass is 16,000 kg. The biomass of grass is 16,000 kilograms when they were released at that time. But this grass also increases per day. So the growth rate of grass for an increase of 1000 kg every 100 days. So growth rate of grass is how much? It is 1,000 kg every 100 days. So in these kind of questions, we really don't need any formula to solve these questions. We can simply do these kind of questions through unitary method. So we will use a unitary method here. In 100 days, grass increases 1000 kg. Then in 1 day, it will increase by how much? 1000 by 100. 10 kg. in one day the grass will increase by 10 kg. So they are asking how much grass stands after 1000 days. So that means in one day it increases 1000 kg. So simply we will use in 1000 days. It will increase by how much? 10 into 1000. Simple. It is 10,000 kg. But we need to remember that this is the increase. The initial value is 16,000 kg. But we also need to notice here that goats and cows are also eating some amount of grass. So we will also count that. So in one day, goat eats 8 kg and all the cows which are given also consume 8 kg. So the total of total consumption of cows and goats will be 8 plus 8. That means 16 kg per day. So in one day they will consume 16 kg. Then in 1000 days how much they will consume? In 1000 days simply we will multiply it by 1000. So it means they will consume 16,000 kilograms. Now what they are asking is how much grass stands after 1000 days. That means the total increase of the century minus minus the amount of grass that has been consumed by these animals like cows and goats. So total what is the total century grass of the century? That will be 16,000 plus 10,000, which is the increase. So the total grass will be like initial value which was 16,000 kg plus increased value which was 10,000. So it is 26,000 and final amount of grass after cows and goats have consumed it will be, how much will be the final amount? It will be 26,000 minus 16,000. So the final answer will be 10,000 kilograms. So this will be the final amount of grass left. So the answer will be D option, 10,000 kilograms. So that's how we can solve these kind of questions simply by using unitary method.